Hey guys, the Fire Brothers here. It's just me, and oh my god, I am so tired. I stayed up until 4 AM yesterday working on like this little compilation of the new storyboards we got. I uploaded them a couple of hours ago. You can go and check them out right now. We have some new character reveals like Astro Train, Barricade, and a few others here and there. So if that's something that interests you, go and check it out. I might do a breakdown for those, but like, I don't know. There's not much to talk about. However, what we do have to talk about is Transformers Rise Of Unicron. Because the boys have truck what I can describe as the second biggest piece of like content for the movie in a long time. Honestly, I would even go as far as to say that we get more content here that we did in the trailer way back when. Now, in case you guys don't know, Transformers Rise of Unicron is a fan-made movie. It's all fan-made, and it's supposed to be a sequel to The Last Night, a way to conclude the universe. I'm really excited for this movie because it's live action, and they're trying to keep it into the Bayverse aesthetic as much as they can. And also, recently I watched the TFI Creations Finest Hour for the first time, and it was really good. The writing for that was so good. So I'm genuinely kind of curious to see how well the boys behind Rise of Unicron managed to tackle this concept. So today I'm going to be taking a look at the featurette they did, which honestly, it felt so professional. It literally felt like it was taken straight out of the Mako Bay movies from the DVD Blu-rays, you know, with the special features. So props to the team just for that, for keeping the professional look. Now, I'm gonna talk about some of the details that got shared here, and some of the brand new looks of some of these characters, and even brand new characters, because we got a teaser of the Decepticons in the end. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. And also, before we go on, I want to make a little announcement. I'm working on a Transformers Prime Gavager's Revenge 1 hour long critique. Well, near 1 hour at least. I talk about the movie, what went wrong with it, some of the funny things I found in it, and how other people who are working on their own fan projects can learn from that movie to not make the same mistakes again. Now, I did hear that the creator of the movie, Carlos, called me out on a recent video. I just want to say I have no ill will against Carlos. I think his worst crime, as far as I'm aware, is just doing a crappy movie and accidentally hiring a racist. I haven't watched his video because, well, I've been busy with all of this, so only so much time in a day, and I kind of don't plan to. If he hates my opinion, that's fine, and if he tolerates it, that's also fine. I just ask you guys that please do not go and harass him. Like, I already seen some people like making a few comments, like, I don't want you guys to engage or do anything like that. Just wait for my video critique, and you know, and then we'll just move on from Gavager's Revenge. So that's kind of where I stand with this. I just wanted to clarify. But anyways, let's talk about something that's not disappointing: Rise of Unicron. Now, so far, Rise of Unicron looks really good, and I really do love the little featurette that they did. We got some brand new looks at the characters. We got some brand new looks for Cliffjumper here, who apparently he's gonna have his own like human partner in the movie, which that's honestly pretty cool. And surprisingly enough, they addressed something that I found very interesting. Is the fact that this Cliffjumper and that Cliffjumper from way back when look very different. Apparently the model got updated, you know, as the production went on. This is how it used to look like, and now it looks like this. But that's not the only interesting thing about this. Apparently Cliffjumper is gonna have multiple vehicle modes slash robot modes in the movie. So it looks like he's gonna have the Mirage treatment, in which, you know, he's gonna scan different vehicle modes throughout the film, and he's gonna look differently as he scans each one of them. We don't exactly know if they're gonna pull out Mirage, and Mirage is like this weird amalgamation of all these different vehicle modes, but at least from what I've seen, it looks like, you know, Cliffjumper is gonna start as like this rusty old car, Mitsubishi Starion Beater, and he's gonna have his own unique robot mode. We can see him right here. It's almost like a pseudo evasion mode Optimus, and you can see this model looks very different from the one we saw from the Super Bowl trailer way back when. It looks like they also teased 2 different forms we haven't seen just yet. So I'm guessing these are gonna be other cars that he's gonna scan later in the film. Exactly why he's gonna scan more cars, I don't know, unless one other transformation turns him into a motorcycle or a jet. I don't see much need to. But yeah, something interesting, and I'm kind of happy that they're doing that. You know, it really makes this film stand out. It makes Cliffjumper as a character stand out way more. Apparently his whole thing in the film is that he has kind of a dark past, so they're gonna explore that and how the work has kind of affected him. Which low-key gives me some vibes of the Skybound Optimus Prime, who's going through a very similar arc in the comics. And don't worry, my review for the next comic will be up as soon as the next comic is out this month. But anyways, next up we got Drift. And now Drift is a very interesting character because aside from the changes they have done, and oh my god, I just realized they gave him a ponytail. Oh, that's funny. Originally, Drift had a Mercedes AMG for his vehicle mode, and he was gonna have a completely different, color scheme. But as they went on producing the film, apparently the vehicle mode went through several changes, and they, conceptualized several different vehicle modes for him, until they settled on the Honda NSX Type S, which honestly, it looks very good for him. It's a Japanese car from a Japanese brand, and Drift is very clearly Japanese inspired. I feel like this is a very appropriate fit for him. They also mentioned that his Decepticon past is gonna be explored in this film. That's why they gave him the Deadlock mask, which is kind of like a reference to like when he used to be at Decepticon. And in case you guys don't know that, Deadlock was Drift's original name before becoming an Autobot. Next up we got Hound, and Hound is honestly the model they feel the most proud of. I'll be honest, okay, I don't like Hound personally. His model looks good, it looks great, I just never was a fan of Hound the character. But I do love all the references that they did to like G1 and even other smaller things like the TOK toy. Hound transfers into a Jeep hologram Trailhawk concept, which I think it's a made up vehicle for this film. And yeah, this film has quite a few of those, but that's not really a bad thing. So an interesting detail that they mentioned is that they gave him an Autobot dog tags, which I'm surprised he didn't have those in the film, because considering how soldier inspired he is, I feel like he will have those. They also mentioned that the holotags has some little Easter eggs to other Transformers things. Now, I don't exactly know what the hieroglyphics means. I know you can translate them, but one that they share is the Energon blood type. Now, soldiers, in case you guys don't know, in their dog tags carry like, the type of blood type they have, alongside their name and all that kind of stuff. When a soldier gets shot in war, and they need to do a blood transfusion, having the certain blood type that they are can allow battlefield medics to do blood transfusions that could save their lives. And Hound's like Energon blood type is supposed to be a reference to Age of Extinction Optimus when he spit out that green Energon blood, and it's something that we also see some characters around the Bayverse have. So there's actually a crazy amount of detail for such an insignificant detail that I can't help but applaud the Rise of Unicron team. Like, I would never even thought about that. That's great. And then they also share some other smaller details here and there. Well, they don't share everything. They say that there's more, for us to see, and we get this close-up look at the amount of Decepticon kills that Hound has under his belt. In total, it's 18. If I ever do end up making a Transformers kill cam video for Rise of Unicron, though, this is very useful information to have, for me at least. Sorry to interrupt, guys, but little announcements. I'm selling some of my Transformers figures on eBay. I'm almost running out. Like, I think they're almost all sold out now. So if you guys want to get the last batch, link to the eBay will be in the description down below. Drift still needs a home here. But if you want to help the channel in some other way, consider becoming a channel member. You get access to some of the videos I haven't published yet. By the end of this day, I'm gonna make the Battle Trap Wasted Potential video available to all channel members. So if you guys want to get access to that, consider becoming a channel member to get access to that, and badges right next to your name, as well as emojis that you can use in the comments down below or in my channel live streams. Some are garbage revenge, like Dreamcast Fowler, women, and enemy scrotum. Also, last Friday I made a stream reacting to Transformers Finest Hour. I'm planning to react to more fan films going forward, but for next Friday I'm probably gonna do a stream playing a Transformers game. I was thinking of doing Rise of the Darkspark melee only, because I'm probably gonna suffer with that, or Transformers Follow Cybertron Escalation melee only. But I can't decide on which one I will do, so I'm gonna set up a poll in the community tab, so make sure to vote for whatever option you guys would like to see me attempt on Friday. And whatever wins will be the live stream I will eventually do. So yeah, get on it. Anyways, back to the video. Next up is Crossers, and Crossers went through several different vehicles. They didn't want to change him a lot because he already had a very striking design, and I completely agree. All that they did is change his back a little with the little spoilers, and also make some of his vehicle parts be more pronounced, which is something that they did for all the Autobots, because now you can actually tell what they're supposed to transform into. They no longer look like humans just cosplaying as Transformers. Another character they brought up was Cogman. So Cogman here, again, he's a headmaster. They gave him a body inspired by Studio Series, which, I mean, it was very obvious. You didn't need a genius to tell you that. An interesting detail that they mention is the face. The face actually looks a little different for the Cogman model that we all know and tolerate, because they wanted to make the headmaster aspect more pronounced. Cogman, the little person, transforms into the head, and the head, merges with the body, giving it this brand new look, which is something that I kind of like. For Hot Rod, they did mention that the biggest point of contention was his face, and I completely agree. I never liked Hot Rod's face, and the team was pretty divided on whether they wanted it to, place the head entirely or keep it, because they wanted to, stay true to the Bayverse aesthetic and what Bay set up, so they didn't want to make too many drastic changes. changes. However, they came up with a compromise and they gave him an entirely new head, which is supposed to be a mix of G1 and of course IDW, which I think is very awesome. Bumblebee is one of those characters that honestly doesn't have that many changes. I mean, the vehicle mode, the raw mode, it looks excellent. It's a very good combination of all the movies, and I really do love the battle mask. But there's not much to say here. I mean, it's Bumblebee. And as for Optimus, again, Optimus went through several changes before we ended up with the model from the trailer. We got a better look at the Western Star Truck and the robot mode, and we can see some more of the, vehicle parts here and there, which is something that I criticized the 8th edition Optimus Prime model for the longest time, because this transforming into this, I could barely tell that that's related, okay? With this, I can believe it way more. And also, I just love Optimus Prime's new battle mask. I think it looks way better. It definitely fits into the night aesthetic way more. And they also announced that there's other characters that they haven't showed just yet, like, they haven't revealed in animation form just yet, like Mirage being one of them. And then they also, like, blur out this mysterious, other character, which, judging by the colors, low-key this looks like Ironhide. Though it could be Sideswap or it could be a new character. We could tell that it's a black and white Autobot, so I mean, if I were a guessing man, I would say it's probably be someone like Trailbreaker. Just because, I mean, the Autobots already have too many little people, so I feel like they need another, big-ish type of character to fit with Hound and Optimus. So I feel like Trailbreaker will be the next biggest option if they're going that way. And just before ending it, we get our first look at the Decepticons. Now, we got the teaser for the Decepticons the last time I talked about our review, which I think was a couple of weeks ago, where they gave us this image of some of the Decepticons royal modes. But here, we actually get to see some of them in animation form finally. Now, we see this one over here. It's a motorcycle with a hologram person, and we see that he has green on it. Well, I say he, could be a she, like, it's a motorcycle. Motorcycles usually tend to be, female-ish type of characters. Since this is a Decepticon, and now we have the color scheme for this gives us a better idea of who this might be. Now, in my previous video, I said that I think the motorcycle Decepticon is Flame War, because, evil RC, evil motorcycle, makes sense. But the fact that this is green tells me that it could either be Mohawk coming back, because in this movie, they're definitely bringing back a lot of old characters, like Blackout. Blackout is back, he looks and he has a brand new look. And since Mohawk is one of those characters that technically didn't die, I could totally see them bring him back. Or the second one, which I think is the more wild option, I think this is Knockout. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, but fire, Knockout is a car. Why would this be Knockout? Well, in the movie universe, Knockout actually appears in the toy line, and he's a green motorcycle, so this already fits the MO. And considering that this movie's already taking inspiration from the toys, and they're disregarding the movie comics, the toys and stuff like that, then this being Knockout, not only would it be a good reference to that concept, but it will be a good way to bring a fan favorite character. And and have it fit with the Babers aesthetic. Even though I'm thinking some people will probably not like that, because Knockout is kind of an iconic character. He has like a very iconic look. This is my wild guess. Either Mohawk or Knockout. And if you guys have a different opinion, let me know in the comments down below. Next up, we got a little preview of Brunt here. He has the Decepticon insignia on the hood of his car, which I think is amazing. We don't get a full clear look at him, unfortunately, but this is how he's supposed to look like, by the way. There's his vehicle mode, which I think is one of the most original designs for a live-action movie Transformer I have ever seen, and I can't wait to see how the raw mode looks for him. We also get another little teaser to Dead End, who, again, we got a teaser for him last time, but this is like, we actually see him in motion before he transforms and jumps at the camera. Now, this is actually Dead End. I know he's like covering shadows so you can barely see him, but here, you can see the teeth that match the Revenge of the Fallen toy. The shape of the head matches Revenge of the Fallen, and the vehicle mode here, or the parts that are barely visible, do match what we now know what Dead End's vehicle mode looks like. So yeah, our first look at a Decepticon in Rise of Unicron and it's Dead End. Honestly, I'm pretty happy about it. Oh, I mean, I said our first look, but we've seen Barricade before, so I'm guessing this doesn't count. But yeah, they're working on the Decepticons as we speak. And my guess is that maybe by the end of the year, we'll get a Decepticon trailer. A trailer that showcases all the Decepticons and how they look like, kind of how they did for the Autobots. I'm actually pretty surprised they showcase all of this so soon after the trailer they released. And yeah, I say soon, but I mean, relatively speaking. But yeah, this was a really cool video by part of the Rise of Unicron crew. I was actually pretty impressed. I was debating if I was going to make a video on this, but then I saw it and I'm like, okay, never mind. I had to make a video on this. So shout out to David and his team that are tirelessly working on this to give us such a great game.
I celebrate you. Humility and presence. That's
But yeah guys, that's gonna be it for this video on Rise of Unicron. I did not expect to make a video on this, and to be honest, I'm still pretty tired from that 4 AM grinding to get those storyboards up on my channel. They're up already if you guys want to check them out. It's my previous upload. And I still need to work on the Gabator's Revenge video, which I'm not even halfway there, so it's work for me these last couple of days. So yeah, I'm a bit tired. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. How do you feel about the Autobots here? Do you like the way they look? Are you a bit disappointed by them? And what are your predictions on the Decepticons? Like, who do you think the mysterious motorcycle Decepticon is? And how do you feel about Deaden's robot mode so far? At least from what we can see of it. Personally, I think it's very sex. But I guess only time will tell if this project ends up being something great that we can all unanimously say it's an amazing work of art, or if it turns out being a bit of a disappointment. But so far, I am very impressed, and I have full confidence on the team. Well, then again, I said that before, and look how that turned out. But the quality I'm seeing so far is leagues above what I usually see for these type of fan film projects. So yeah, I'm actually pretty hyped for it. But yeah guys, that's gonna be it for this video. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do the annoying YouTuber stuff the algorithm likes so much. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, guys. Anyways, guys, before we go, shout out to our incredible sex tier Patreons: Steve Martin, Primeburst611, Inferno65, Winsolopes Hightower, Scout, Crowley666, Silverman, King Sparta, Supercell Formers Hedgehog, Xavier the God, Stage Productions, Scrub Lordo, Night Trance Official, and Predator King Hunter Plays. And an equally great shout out to our channel members: Shin Leviathan Dragon, TF Cypher, and Laser Sin. Thank you guys so much for donating, it's much appreciated. Link to my Patreon and channel membership will be in the description down below. Consider donating because you get a few perks and see some videos early, even collab with me in some cases. The list goes on. But anyways guys, thank you for your support, helps to keep the channel going, and I will see you all in the next video. Stay safe guys!